This week's news is brought to you by the Appleton Podcast Co-op, a local community for independent podcasters right here in the Fox Valley. Check them out at appletonpodcast.com. Here's the happenings in the Fox Valley for the week of August 8th, 2022. Northern Thunder military training, Ukraine still fighting, affordable helicopter flights, and more. I'm David Kelso, and you're listening to What the Fox Says, bite-sized news for the Fox Valley area of Wisconsin. And guess what? Tomorrow we vote, so don't forget about it, okay? Let's get to the news. Thunderstorms aren't the only thing cluttering up your sonic environment this week. Air-to-air and air-to-ground military training is happening out of Fort Douglas in central Wisconsin. Northern Lightning brings military personnel from all branches together for tactical level training for 11 days, starting today, August 8th. This is your friendly reminder there's still a war going on in Ukraine. Refugees recently landed in Green Bay and were welcomed into a local resident's homes. Oleg Yakovenko cleared out his offices and daughter's bedrooms to make room for another 7 people. Short-distance consumer flights are closer than we think. As we covered before, the heliports coming to Oshkosh may be here as soon as AirVenture 2023. That's next year. Provided by Volatus, headquartered in Oshkosh, the electric helicopters would take you to Milwaukee in 20 minutes for less than the cost of a tank of gas. Since making it illegal in 2010, Wisconsin has kept 350 million pounds of electronics out of landfills, recovered precious resources for reuse, and expanded recycling access for state residents. This comes from Wisconsin's latest e-cycle report. If you're looking for a place to recycle a laptop or cell phone, Goodwill will take it at no cost. However, for TVs and larger devices, you'll be charged something to cover the dismantling cost. The tiny home village in Oshkosh for the homeless is still a go. The need is there for the community, and the 32 tiny homes will help incredibly. I randomly met someone at a leadership conference I was just at last week, Gail, shout out to you, trying to do a similar village in Green Bay. Gail said with tiny homes, they have a 70% success rate compared to traditional methods at 40%. In the 30 minutes of fact-checking online, I couldn't verify that stat, but who wouldn't want a private home over a cot in a gym? There's just a lot more dignity in that. The Neenah Foundry has announced plans for layoffs this coming year after divestiture with another company. This will cut about 100 jobs, starting with a willing resignation, retirements, followed by non-union workers with less rights. Leroy Butler was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He played for the Green Bay Packers in the 90s and is officially recognized as the inventor of the Lambeau Leap. Mile Music happened this past weekend, and it was a blast. You can see a bunch of photos from people that are better at taking pictures than me. I only went on Saturday, but it was fantastic. Recorded a podcast on the street in front of McFleshman's, all from a fanny pack podcast studio. You should check it out. It'll be in the feed Wednesday or something, definitely sometime this week. West Walnut Street in Green Bay closed for railroad crossing repair beginning today until Friday, August 12th. This will affect Broadway and Washington Street traffic, so take Main or Mason Street. And this has been What the Fox Says. For further reading, all the sources are linked in the show notes. Send me a local news story or event you think I didn't cover, because you should. You can send that to me on Twitter, Facebook, or good old email, and be sure to follow me on TikTok for stories I didn't get to today. They're a little bit more fun and less serious. I'm David Kelso. Thanks for listening today, and we'll see you in the polls tomorrow.